They get on my nerves.
Oh no, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Meta, Meta,
No,
Meta.
what are they doing now?
First of all, welcome everybody. We are Chestnut Checkers.
Yes, we are. Chestnut Checkers Wednesday, and Meta is metaing as usual, but that's all right. Shout out to all of our fans
I
watching on.
can't scare the shit out of me.
Oh
Blessed evening and afternoon to you, Christina. We are Chestnut Checkers. I
no!
am your co-host, William Alexander, aka Scarf Boy, aka the Black MacGyver. Um, I am the fixer. We have my lovely co-host, Kristen Rare Sense Wilson. That is such a tongue twister, especially when you've just been perturbed by Meta, but that is Kristen, the rare sense, the all things sensible Wilson, the finder of the committee of Chestnut Checkers.
Yeah.
We are here for another beautiful Wednesday. I'm trying to get these right. We're on episode 12, right?
Yes, and that
I'm
is a
losing
fair
count.
time.
I'm just used to seeing y'all all the time, and I'm happy to see y'all. I'm elated. Like and
And then
subscribe.
since we've been going on Mondays, I get lost now
Absolutely.
too. Yeah.
Absolutely. We are here. We're enjoying the evening. um, we had an interesting conversation on Monday, but we're not even going to bring that into today. Um, so we're going to really touch base on some stuff. It is 7:33 Eastern Standard Time, 6:33 Pacific Time,
No,
something 30
specifically
or
4:30.
Central Time, and
Yeah.
it's something 33 Mountain Time. I don't even know where we are with them right now. And then we're 3 hours behind at 4:33 Pacific Standard Time. We are out here rocking out on such a beautiful, beautiful night.
So I want y'all to notice something, right? Tuesday has become the Django of my house. You see how she don't be in there until we go on camera
I
and then she
I
doing all
love,
kinds of stuff. I
I
love
love.
it. Yeah, it's cool.
I'm going to do my beautiful day in the neighborhood, Mr. Rogers, and kind of tighten up a little bit.
I love
Look,
it. Meanwhile,
looks
I'm
like that makes sense.
super dressed down today, y'all. I was not having
Listen,
a day. I honestly just I
we
needed.
all have. I had my day last week. I had it all going down. Is oh, thank you. I had everything that could go wrong went wrong last week, but I'm excited. I don't know if you guys saw the moon on this weekend.
It was crazy.
I hope that y'all were able to drink from that source of life and enjoy it. It
I
was
went
so
out and put
amazing.
my feet in the grass with no shoes underneath that brilliant moon because it was just
It
glowing.
was say that word again. It was absolutely.
Brilliant. Y'all, first of all, yes, that is a dope tie, William. We appreciate your fact.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, it's Chestnut Checkers Wednesday. It's a lot going on in the world. It's a lot going on in our individual worlds, but we are here and we're gonna chop it up. We may chop it up with y'all, but what I am gonna say is Chestnut Checkers has started going live on Instagram on Mondays because as y'all know, we have our issues with Meta. And so there are times when y'all can't see this live stream of the podcast because Meta be doing Meta shit. And
Meta be meta.
yeah, Meta be Meta. And it's for Meta to Meta. I'm leave Doug Zuckerberg where he's at. In the meantime, we go live at 8:30, I think it is on Mondays. Just
Hmm.
just to chop it up with people who don't often get a chance to come chop it up with us on Wednesdays. But for everybody, please like, follow, and subscribe on all platforms. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. We will be getting maybe a Twitter X soon. And I'm sorry, I'm too grown for Snapchat. If you my age and you still on Snapchat, get your life together. Um,
I
that part. So yeah, like, follow, and subscribe. Let us know. We have been posting the ask. Let me say it right. The Ask CNC posts for a couple of weeks now. We want y'all to go under those posts, ask us questions. We will come on the stream here on Wednesdays and answer your questions, give advice where warranted, and hopefully just another way to interact with y'all. I feel like the world's going to hell in a handbasket. It just,
Getting a little weird, ain't it?
I'm tired of it. No, it's getting a lot weird. Like,
Getting a little weird.
where do you want to start? You want to start news or like entertainment? Because it's a lot.
We can start with the news. We can
Okay.
start with the news. Let's get that done. I'm just gonna honestly just say a prayer to what's going on as far as the war times that we're in. We're in hella war times, y'all. Russia is already doing some shit that is very concerning. China's on the cusp of doing some shit that's very concerning. North Korea is like, well, if y'all gonna do some shit, then we gonna do some shit. That's
Yep.
very concerning. There's talks about artificial intelligence entering the war, um, robots entering the war. So yeah,
So wait, isn't this how the Matrix started? Isn't this the story of how the Matrix started? Is we got the robots and then we put them into war, and these niggas didn't want to fight no more, and so they turned against us. Isn't this how that shit? Am I bugging?
no, you're not, and
Okay.
it's quite concerning. And I just have nothing more than a prayer out to what's going on in our world, and I hope that all will become peaceful, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
able to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's fucked up out here. Meanwhile, y'all's favorite orange Cheeto colored president is out here electing people. Okay. Um, I gotta show y'all this. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up a picture. The guy that he elected for attorney general, right? Looks like one of our favorite 90s cartoon characters from back in the day. And I'm gonna show y'all so y'all don't think I'm just bullshitting, right? Okay. Um, yeah, let's get back over here. Y'all ready for this? What's his last name? Gates? Getz? How do you pronounce that guy?
Thing is, gets
Getz. Okay. Mr. Getz, the future attorney general, looks like fucking Butthead from Beavis and Butthead. And I thought I was tripping until I went online because the internet is fucking undefeated, right? Y'all see that?
I'm already. Oh my god! Oh, I remember that dick.
Yo.
Oh my god!
So Butthead is the attorney general. Beavis is Trump basically with a spray tan, right? I am Cornholio ass nigga. And then and then to top off all of our 90s fantasies of what we thought our White House would look like, this nigga just nominated Linda McMahon
Linda McMahon to do what?
to be the education secretary.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So
We out here.
I don't know how much peace we gonna get with somebody from the WWE running these
Out
schools.
here.
But
Somebody
hopefully she takes it seriously. Meanwhile, all y'all complaining and dissing and shunning and disrespecting done made Spirit Airlines file for bankruptcy.
Yo, did you see them raccoons falling out the joint? Ooh, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
If Soul Plane was in real life, this is what Spirit Airlines is. Like,
Spirit, I'm mad, Spirit, and I like y'all, Spirit.
oh God. But
I
yes,
do. I
Spirit
like Spirit
Airlines.
because I can get across this country for $25.99.
Now we got to deal with janky ass Frontier like they're any better.
Damn. Frontier wings be flapping and shit. Like,
Frontier was the one that they showed the duct tape on the wing on the engine, holding the engine on.
I am work. You know what? I have faith that I hope a black owned investor. Listen, I hope a black owned investor invests in Spirit Airline. Like, I'm not looking for Oprah, and I'm not looking for what's the old boy Vivica Perry. I'm not looking for him to invest in Spirit, but I'm looking for some good black folk
to go back out there and
Airline,
get
yo.
Spirit back for us. That was our
Give,
airline, y'all.
give us an airline. We deserve it. Southwest, y'all got a little bit too. Y'all got gentrified on us.
And Delta is just as bad as Spirit nowadays. Look, they be doing stuff, but it's okay. We gonna figure it all out in the meantime, and still get to where we going, regardless, right?
We gonna be safe down somehow.
So, your
Oh,
your boy,
what boy? Who?
the D, the I, the D, the D, the
That's
Y.
not my dude. I don't work for him.
Got 5 more lawsuits. 2 women, 3 men. One of the women was 17. Let's just start there. All of them are accusing him of drugging and raping them at some point between the years of 2001 and 2022. One of the men was an actor in the 90s, but they're not putting his name out there, and was brought in as like an audition.
Diddy, you are bugging.
Drank the bottle of water that was left on the table for him, and he woke up 3 days later bleeding from his rectum.
Absolutely not.
So,
Absolutely not. That is inappropriate.
with this information, right, the prosecutors have ramped up their stuff trying to get information, right? They somehow got a hold of Diddy's phone with all of the notes that he took from his lawyer.
Who got hold of it?
The prosecution.
He already there. Fuck
Well,
it.
wait. Here's what the judge said: because they can't prove how they got the phone, because they cannot prove how they got the phone, the judge is not allowing them to bring it in as evidence. But they plainly can see him telling, writing these emails or whatever to the lawyer saying, you got to find dirt on these so-called victims. We got to get their names. We got to, yeah. So anybody who's out here, y'all seen that video of him on the phone with his son talking about remove all the pizza boxes. Pizzagate was the original name for sex trafficking back in the day. Remove all the pizza boxes and get rid of all of the plastic for recycling.
That is wow.
And where the fuck is Jay? He quiet as shit right now. This was the phone call with him and his son.
And the thing is, y'all felt bad for his kids. His kids was there.
All of his kids have been implicated in one suit or another. So
ain't that much fucking baby oil that you gonna be like, yo, just make sure the twins don't touch this right here. Like, wonder why your kids is lifeless in the tub, like about, Dad, we can't move.
Right. Baby. That's all I got for current events, baby, because I can't even stick with Diddy no more. Like, at least R. Kelly, there was a point where I was like, well, he was molested and this is wrong. Oh, so your favorite person, I started a rumor.
Who?
Your favorite person from Philly, old girl that's running her mouth about everybody.
Oh, Jay Wright. Shouts out to Jaguar Wright, bugging.
She started a rumor. So come to find out, allegedly, supposedly, rumoredly, Diddy's mom is actually his aunt. And she's been sleeping with him since he's a child. And that's how they got her on tape as well.
I low-key don't see it. I don't see that as like far-fetched. They are real uncomfortably close.
They are cringy close, bro.
It is real cringy, man.
Look, exactly.
I don't like it. I don't like it. They do not make me feel good. Like, and let me be clear, y'all. There's a difference between like, all right, I'm weirded out by something, and that just doesn't make me feel good. She's never made me feel good.
No maternal. Like, Biggie's mom, when you look at Biggie's mom, you're like, oh, she's a good mom. Like,
yeah, I'd have never seen nobody's mom have their tongue out so much around their kid.
Kissing them all in the mouth and
if you don't put your motherfucking old leopard spotted tongue back in your mouth.
I'm not doing this with you this evening.
Looking like the inside of a leather belt.
I'm not doing this with you this evening.
Oh, fucking tongue.
You said her tongue looked like a barber strap.
Suck a dick and get a brush burn.
Ah!
Nobody got your fucking tongue out all the time, you old bitch. Excuse.
Yo, William looked nice,
It's
but he almost
7:45.
said he
I'm for the
almost.
shits today, y'all.
I see. Oh my God!
Like
Yeah,
and subscribe.
like and subscribe.
We
Follow.
need everybody
Um,
on Facebook. I didn't invited. Um, I've been clicking. I think I'm about to get suspended off Facebook because I've been clicking.
no, don't get
But
offended.
everybody that's coming on Facebook, do we have the link that's for our chestnut checkers on YouTube?
Yeah, absolutely. Facebook and
Take
Instagram.
your behinds on YouTube. I got a special surprise in the chat. If you go in the chat, you might see the link to reach us. And
Hey,
if you've seen to see the link to reach us, bring your asses on here so we can have a conversation about some of the stuff that's going on. Because God knows I don't have a bridle tongue right now. But go ahead.
no, it's not you. I'm angry, but I'm not angry. I just
What
want to give.
happened?
I want to give the obligatory like know how to spoke. If
Know how
you
to
love,
spoke, y'all.
like
Stay in your lane. Segment.
on Mondays, right, all right, right. On Mondays is very much so more relaxed, and we allow people to hop on with us and talk about whatever. Um,
Yeah.
what I'm not going to allow going forward on Mondays, and definitely not here on Chestnut Checkers Wednesdays, is solicitation of body, of money, of products, of anything. We are not here unless we
Yo.
invite you here to speak about your business. Mind your black owned business and learn how to spoke. Because what we
If
not
you're right, we have channels, y'all. Like I have sent on Chestnut Checkers platform. Drop your tag, Lloyd, my man Lloyd, contractor.
really
Drop your stuff, y'all. Like we showing love to the people that we know and that love and supported us from day one up
Mhm.
until current journey. Fashionista Christina, I want to make sure because I will actually steal something from her profile that's actually super dope and let's put it on here. And I know it's not something that's on what I know that she has something.
We should.
Lloyd, he's like an ace boom coon contractor. I need your information so we can make sure we promote your businesses. Lavania, send your information. Y'all send your information
I
so
love
we
you
can
too.
support your business.
Read the comment
But
chat.
what we don't like is somebody coming on here talking about some shit. Give us 15 cents a day so we can feed 45 families. I will not.
Baby,
I will not.
not letting you out. You can't get out on camera. Please stop beating up the
If you just gonna be cute, then you can be cute on your page.
on your
But
time.
come on here, and if you gonna come on our platform, make sure you're ready to have something to say and have a conversation and communicate. We
Absolutely.
don't care how cute you look. We cute. You know how many cute motherfuckers we get harassed. That's why we've been telling y'all, ooh, y'all not us folk. All y'all asses,
Mm,
shit.
mm,
Go to Chestnut Checkers, and we
mm.
love y'all.
We do.
Go to Chestnut Checkers, like and subscribe. Bring
Please.
your asses on the platform so we can have a conversation. Guess what we don't want to have a conversation about anymore? Men versus women, how much we dislike and the problem that exists. We tired of that. We don't
Nope.
want to deal with that. We
Nope.
want to promote brands. We want to put people together. We want to network. We want to communicate. We want to commune. We want to
Yeah.
do all that stuff. We want to love. We want to do we just want to bond and build bridges, y'all.
Yeah.
That's what we want to do. And that's kind of what we're tipping into the next hour. And we want to get into just the nitty-gritty of life and who we are. And also, we got some videos and it's going to tie into some conversation and communication, which is kind of wild.
Um, yeah, for sure.
It's kind of before we do, I got a message that came in, and I got a conversation point. Did you know that LA or California, the state of California,
Knows
they're
how.
about to take away the ability to have and prohibit RVs.
Yeah, okay. So California being in the trucking industry, let me explain. being in the trucking industry, California has been pivotal in the country's push to make everybody go electric as far as their vehicles are concerned. So you have to have a special license that costs an arm and a fucking leg to run your truck in California if it is still running on diesel fuel.
And that's fine.
But this is why the RVs can't be there because it's still a diesel. Isn't
There are some RVs that probably can get the generator working under battery. Here's where we run into a problem.
mm-hmm.
Y'all rent and y'all mortgages are still astronomical.
Sky high,
The reason why these RVs are such a problem in the California area is because can't nobody find a place to live in California.
right? Right.
Rosemary,
Hey,
welcome.
Rose. Hey, Blues Keys. Everybody.
It's ridiculous. I went and just randomly went on Zillow. And I said, let me find a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom,
Nah.
$1.3 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're barely asking for a backyard. I mean, you get a hell of a beach,
Yeah.
but
Beach, y'all. Beach. Not
listen,
not the B
I
word.
would honestly get an RV.
I would
I would figure it out.
retirement. That's one of my retirement things. So I told myself that
Blair,
when I'm ready to retire, hey sis, when I am ready to retire, I'm going to have an RV, a boat, possibly 2 boats if I get my 2 boat garage like I want on my mansion. And several different cars that I can figure out which one I want to take with me to tow behind the RV. But mine was more so in regards to this is my end of the world plan. Because I got to be able to move around. You know what I'm saying?
no facts.
I got to be. I can't just be stuck in one place once the shit start going down. And I got a family, so I had this conversation a while back. And my friend is on this prepper stuff. So he's like, you and kids need bug out bags. Y'all got to be ready to go at any moment. And I'm like, no, nigga, I need an RV. A bug out bag ain't going to cut it. It's 5 of us. And
I need a boat.
right. I need an
I need a
RV
boat.
to get to the guns, to get to the boat. But there's a plan in place. So I ain't even worried about it because I
I
live
got
right
a
next
couple
to a
of
high
friends
school.
that work on an oil rig just in case.
Look, I live right next to a high school, so there's always a big vehicle that we can procure in case of the emergency.
Listen, send me an ambulance.
An ambulance.
Send me an ambulance so we can get the. Listen, that's one of the safest vehicles. I got an EMS people. I got EMS people to drive.
Mm-hmm.
I got train conductors. Damn it, baby mama, train conductor. She know how to. Listen, between them two, we get along just fine enough to get our asses on that train to do what we need to do. Do not stop this train until we get near the water.
That part. Look.
Do not stop this.
Well, like I said, I'm centrally located. Like there's literally from my subdivision a hospital across the street if I need an ambulance, a high school on the same, like on the side of my subdivision where there's buses and stuff if it's more than 5 of us, and then a gas station at both corners depending on which way we can't go, and supermarkets and Home Depots 2 blocks further up both ways.
I have a question for you. I'm gonna be right back. And I'm going to let you sit and think about this for a second. If I slip and fall, don't y'all laugh at me, but I'm going to do my best. Listen,
I'm gonna laugh.
I hope I don't have a hitch moment and have like a wedgie or something or a sweat mark. Hold on.
Hilarious. Yeah, I'm telling you, Rosemary, like
I'm wrapped up and stuck.
We're so used to all of this space and this idea of like minimalism has gone away. But I do feel like
I got a question for you.
We just got to do what we got to do. Yes, ma'am.
What would you do? Or much less
home crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry.
What would you do? Or much less, do you have you stupid? Do you have a plan if there were a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
Do you have your people set in place? Yeah. Do they know your plan?
Absolutely.
Do they think you're crazy?
Yep. But I live by the CDC. Anything's possible. Like I live down here with the CDC. Anything is possible.
I promise you, my friends think like the more and more we talk about it, the less and less crazy I sound.
No, here's the thing. My children know my zombie apocalypse plan probably better than the fire escape plan for our house. Like, I'm gonna meet y'all here. If we not all already in the house, we're gonna meet here. We're gonna tear some shit up and we're gonna go.
Go for. Listen, I told my one friend, I said, if anything happens and you hear that siren, just pew pew.
You feel? I'm not mad. Look,
I
because
said if anything happens, I told her to make sure she sees me coming in from the Atlantic. I'm coming in hot.
Right.
I got my person that I got a pilot. I got a person that can ride a boat. She has all the guns. Like, she lives on this farmland that they have nothing but guns and time. Yep. I said, fight them off. There ain't that many people in your little community that y'all ain't got enough bullets for. Aim for the head. You gonna see me coming in like Captain fucking Jack Sparrow. I'm coming in hot. I got you.
Yep.
All I need is a person to fly a plane and get me to this oil rig. If we can get to the oil rig, we'd be good.
Well, yeah, we're never gonna forget the international friends because we gotta have a destination if they ain't fucked up, for sure.
Absolutely.
Look, here's the thing, right? I personally feel like everything from the Bible is what we see.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible said dead bones was walking around, and so eventually, it's one of the reasons people look at me like I'm crazy. These are conversations I end up having. I'll drive past a cemetery down here and flip the whole cemetery off out the window. Right? So now whoever's in the car at me is looking at me like, who the fuck is dead in there that you flipping off? Like, you real got issues, right? And I'm like, no. Where I'm from, cemeteries got gates around them. So if in fact...
She getting real uncomfortable, ain't it?
If in fact these motherfuckers decide to come up out the ground, they at least got to get through a gate before they can get down here.
When did shit become so liberated? Like,
I don't know, but it seems to be a thing down here. Like, there are no gates around. I drive Lyft. I'm everywhere, and I think there's one.
Like, remember back in the day, they used to have, like, before you even got to the gate, there was a 3-foot cement or stone or brick wall before you got. Now it's just like, it's, on the baseball field, here lies Coach Rottingdale in honor of him on the mound. And he's really buried 6 foot in the mound.
Right. And the shit that bothers me is you'll look at these cemeteries and they'll have their flowers and their headstones and all of this. But then off to the corner, you'll see like 5 or 6 of them where they put cement caps on them. And I'm like, oh, y'all knew them as vampires in those. Okay. Because why the hell is everybody else free to claw their way through the soil but them 6 niggas? And
right. Why do you have a drawer and a lock on that motherfucker with a cross on that bitch? Correct. There's some secrets they not telling us, man.
Oh,
there's some secrets. Yo, did you know, and I know that this is a weird astrology conversation, but did you know that Orion's belt lines up with the 3 pyramids of Gaza?
Yes.
You knew that?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Sphinx lines up with another star, and if there happens to be an alignment,
Mm-hmm. Listen, I've been watching that show Ancient Aliens since it started on the History Channel. So let's get into it, right? So again, and y'all know I'm not the churchy person all the time, right? But this is really coming true, so it's wild to me. The Bible says, "As above, so below." Thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. We have been seeing for the last 5 years or so these other maps that are actually saying that the way we look at the world is upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now they're telling us the aliens are in the ocean. So what if they just have us twisted and got us thinking that everything, but we're actually the sky aliens? And
you know, if I were to be honest with you, 2 things, and I'm following where you're coming from. Two things though. I don't think that there's as many conspiracists as there are coincidentalists.
Well, and I don't believe in it, honey.
Like I believe that stuff is, and if you look at coincidence, it's just 2 points that coincide to make a line.
Yeah,
that's it. But so it's like, what? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry because I didn't mean to cut you off. But
no, you're good. Go. You're
good. When you say 2 points that connect to make a line, the idea of coincidence is the definition of coincidence is different than the root of the word. So you have two incidents that are happening at the same time. Therefore, you have a timeline. That's what coincidence is supposed to mean. But they wanted you to believe that it's just some random stuff.
Yeah. So then you talk about the conspiracists that are trying to prove something and validate something that once was, and that's fine. There's a way to go about doing that, and sometimes it takes you to a point of breaking. I mean, but I don't know too many conspiracists. I know a lot of coincidentalists, and they like they'll call me when some shit happened. They be like, "Hey, you saw that?"
Yeah.
And it's almost like you remember back on Sanford and Son when Grady and Fred would look up like, hey, yo, Grady, you saw that? You like, I sure did.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the people that I know, the coincidentalists, they'll just be like, hey, you peep that?
What I'm
You
starting to
notice?
realize, right? What I'm starting to learn about it is, how do I explain this? Basically, okay. You know how they say it's only paranoia if they're not actually out to get you.
Mm-hmm.
It's only conspiracy theory till they tell us the truth. Like y'all motherfuckers really look at us like we're crazy. And no, I'm not running around with no tinfoil hat on, right? But Cat Williams told us 20 years ago. They will tell us shit that don't make sense and make us feel crazy for not believing it. But I'm sorry, I'm not sucking all the dick in Stone Mountain to take over. Fuck you, nigga. I'm just
like
not.
you miss me, and I'm sorry to say that you miss me when people still honor Mount Rushmore that was built by a man that really hated the indigenous people or anything melanated. It
Right.
and then the only reason why that Mount Rushmore and this is an interesting fact. Did you know that I believe it's three key monuments? Rocky Mountain, the
Mm-hmm.
sculpture up there, Stone Mountain,
Mm-hmm.
sculpture down there in Georgia, and that Mount Rushmore, they were all made by the same guy.
I sure did.
And he hated anything melanated.
The Stone Mountain
And
energy
they
is so
said,
weird.
don't do it. And what he decided to do was at night, he snuck up and he was chipping away. And then eventually bought a territory and then unnaturally and then began to build before they realized, oh shit, you're not supposed to be here. And he said, ha ha ha, too
It's
late.
done now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crawl up that nigga's nose now. Y'all fucked around and found out. So
That's why I don't like when people talk about what's your Mount Rushmore. It is. Well, I don't have a Mount Rushmore.
mm-mm.
Sorry.
I do, however, like Mount Westmore. Their music is dope. So yeah, I first of all, you mentioned Stone Mountain, and I just want to let everybody who comes to visit in the Atlanta area, if you are into anything spiritual, energy, frequencies, all of that stuff, please, yeah, you breathing like a fat person. Why would you do that?
Sound like I was farting, didn't I? Sorry.
It's okay. Stone Mountain is literally a crystal. The mountain itself is just a
Mm-hmm.
crystal. And then you have all of this hatred that they tried to get out of the walls, but you can still see it from where he carved those paintings of people on horses that was supposed to be white people that didn't live here. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a very weird place. I'm gonna go one day. I drive by it a lot, and you can feel the energy. Like,
Mm.
I don't want to be. I
Feels
don't.
good.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I want to
You know me, and I'm very in tune with my intuition at times.
mm-hmm.
Living in Georgia is very weird to me because there are places where I can hear the ancestors crying.
Yo, take your ass to Kennesaw.
Yeah, Kennesaw,
When I tell you.
Savannah, Athens. Athens is another one. If anybody's ever been to Athens, Georgia, by where the courthouse downtown is, it's a very weird, sad feeling there. But them other folks, they go out there and they have a great ass time during football season. I ain't even gonna front. They be out there partying.
I left before, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. I left before I kind of lost my shit for a while. And I feel like some good music. And let me know if this music is distraction, y'all. Um Distraction is a distraction or is distracting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wine. I haven't drank in 3 weeks. I'm trying to turn it together.
That is
Um, Let me know if this is distracting, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people. But yeah, I like really lost my shit before I went to Kennesaw. It's like 2014, 2015.
mm-hmm.
Like I went down there and I heard some howls and some fog on the water, and I was met by coyotes and pumas and birds that and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, that was a different experience. But the craziest experience is at the near the top of that mountain is this big lake, and it's just like
Yeah.
it's eerie as shit.
It is. Yeah, I posted these pictures of the sky. Like, yeah, I've never seen sunrises like I see here in Georgia. And
Mm-mm.
when I tell y'all the sky looks on fire in the mornings, like y'all, it doesn't come across in the pictures. That morning that I posted the pictures the other day, looked like the sky was boiling red.
That's what it looks like.
The clouds was doing they weird, you know how the clouds get right before
Mm-hmm.
it storms. It was doing that, but the whole sky was like pink, orange, yellow.
Mm.
Crazy. Yeah, Rosemary, it definitely is. For so many reasons. I have family down in Thomasville who literally have a cotton field behind their house.
Mm.
And it just I'm in tune, so I feel that energy. Like it's just hurtful to where I can't be certain places. I want to go back to Savannah though, because they supposedly got vampires, and I'm mad I didn't get to meet one. So we gonna go find out what's happening for real. What? Don't look at me like that. I'll be nosy.
No, I almost told him myself. I was like, right. I was like,
Okay. I love you. I love you so much. Y'all don't even understand how it feels to be such good friends that we can get on here every week and just be big ass kids and laugh, joke with one another.
I bite.
I love it. Even when we're talking about serious
thing. If we get like too close, and I really like. I know we're gonna be all over the place today, y'all. But make sure you like and subscribe. But I would like to say, and we're gonna get into this video, that if I'm really close to you, you're gonna see some weird shit. Like what you see on here is my attempt to be as focus driven, and it's not that I'm not normally focus driven on what I do, because I believe that I've had to reset more times than probably everybody on here put together. Like I've had to reset my life from ground zero to -0, beyond -0, then -8, and pull myself to a point where I feel like I can look in the mirror, good, bad, ugly, and different, and love the fuck out of me.
Amen.
Why do I think that that's important? Because Christina made a very valid point. I've learned that through that system that I'm not afraid to share like the quirk and the kink, and not the kink sides, but the more quirky and weird sides of me that allow me to be what y'all have me wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning with y'all motherfucking problems. Like this is why y'all call me, because we get to experience certain aspects of life. So yeah, if you are too close to me and I really like you and you know that I like you and you like me too, there's a likelihood I'm going to bite the fuck out of you gently.
Yeah, he will. Look, he will.
There's a huge likelihood that that's going to happen.
That's okay, because on the other side of it, I'm gonna beat the shit out your shoulder every time I'm laughing. If you're next to me, I'm like, like I'm just one of those.
Yeah, like, it's just going to be what it is, and you're going to be okay.
Here's what happened, and I had a conversation online earlier. Hey, Vinny. It's a bunch of them, Vinny. You gotta stay tuned. We about to get.
Telvin, you got to keep up. Matter of fact, hold up, Telvin, Mr. Jackson, I don't work for you, but Telvin, let's go on YouTube. Let's go on YouTube and then like and subscribe, and you'll see the link, right? And you can come on and we can actually bring up and start talking. Did I mess up something?
Yeah, your sound is crazy.
How about now?
Nope. It's doing like that.
What's it doing?
It's like robotic static again. Remember
is it me?
I didn't touch nothing. Mute the music and see if that's it.
I did mute it.
It's like a robot heartbeat. Maybe because we was talking about the aliens, they want to be involved. I don't know.
Trump, don't bring your ass on here.
It just started, so I have no clue what
That's
that is.
weird. But
Sorry.
yeah, make sure everybody, like I said on Facebook, you will find it to be more advantageous if you like and subscribe on YouTube. That means that there's going to be the link there. If you decide you have something to say that may, be disagreeable to what we may say, come on the line and let's talk about it. I ain't scared.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to
Absolutely.
talk at you either. And I
William,
likely will be like, that's being corrected. What?
you got to fix that.
Fix what?
Your sound.
I'll be back. I'll
Yeah.
be back.
Thank you, baby.
I love you.
I love you too. And we love y'all. We don't want to be blowing out y'all eardrums, so we just going to have our moment to fix these technical difficulties. And in the meantime, he'll be right back. Telvin, we got a couple of great topics today, but the title of our topics today is Show Yourself, which is what William was just discussing before we started having the technical difficulties. So I am a firm believer that, as us folk, yeah, that's much better.
Ta-da.
Yay!
Listen, man.
I don't know what that was, but
It was driving me nuts too. I finally started hearing it.
Yay. Okay. So I'm glad we got that fixed. What I was saying to Telvin was, our topic today is show yourself, which is what we were starting to talk about. I personally feel as though us folk being such a hip hop R&B society has been led down this path of cloning that I hate. My generation was all about originality. The Wu-Tangs, the Ice Cubes, the NWAs, the Commons, the Kwames, the Biggies, they all were at the same time, y'all. They all overlapped one another. We had Luther and Peebo, and we had Whitney and Anita. Everybody was themselves. It was beautiful.
We had Marvin.
Right. Well, technically, our parents had Marvin. We call him.
Our parents was on drugs.
So what? They love Marvin Gaye too.
They don't remember Marv. It's like I'm just joking.
Look, we was
I'm
probably made to that shit. We was probably made to that shit. But yeah,
yo, I had to call my parents out. I was like, I did my birthday, and I had to really think about it, right? And I'm sitting here doing the math. I'm like, November 2nd. What is significant about November 2nd? Then I dated back 40 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know 40 weeks was from November 2nd, 1983? My parents' anniversary, which was Valentine's Day.
I love it. Don't feel
I
bad.
said, ooh, I'm the only one that was like meant to be here, huh?
Tell your pops that don't not feel that about that, because my oldest is
I made him feel so uncomfortable.
No, tell him I said tell him your co-host oldest child is a 9/11 baby. She was born a week and a half late. So she would have been born like July 12th, 13th, I believe, was the original due date. She was born on 26th. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, she was a 9/11 baby during that 5 days where they locked us in, especially in Boston, because, the planes came from.
Yeah, y'all was right there.
Mm-hmm. The planes came. I think 3 out of the 4 planes flew out of Boston. So they had us locked down for a grip. That was a weird-ass day, too. I just remember getting to the ground because I was working in the John Hancock Tower on the 33rd floor while planes were smashing in the fucking skyscrapers, right?
I was supposed to be going to school for my senior year, but our school was on strike.
Yeah. Nice.
I was on the phone. We were on, I just fucked my face up. I had just gotten my other cell phone from Sprint.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my little bonus minutes, right? Because I carried over the minutes. It was 7 to 7.
Yeah,
Y'all remember that? 7 to 7.
Call me after 9, nigga. My minutes ain't free till 8.
No, you had to pay the extra $10 to get the 7 to 7. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Look, I wasn't paying.
So I had the extra carryover minutes, right? So I'm on the phone. My dad and my mom, and I was at the house with them because I had to check in. Because we were supposed to start school, and I had to, I just started coming there so I could wait to get on the bus to get what I had to be.
Right.
So I'm sitting there. Our school's on strike, right? So I'm talking to my my god brother. I got this girl. I had the hugest crush on this girl, and I'm on the phone with her best friend. I mean, we had a portion of our track team and another school's track team on this huge landline call. You remember back in the day we had that big, and we're talking, and this dude Kenrick says, "Yo, y'all saw that?" And we like, "Saw what?" And he's like, "Yo, the whole plane." And he's trying to explain it. And he's like, "Yo, just turn it on channel 10. Turn on channel 10, which is our news station." And we turn on channel 10. Just as we turn it on, we're all like, "Oh my God." And you can hear everybody go, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." And it was like, yo. And I'm like, "Is that real?" I got some oatmeal. I'm just eating oatmeal.
I thought it was a movie too, bro.
I thought it was fake.
Yeah, I thought it was a movie. We was in the break room at work. This was, you clock in at 8, so it's early. We're all in the break room getting prepared for the day. Everybody, I'm heating up my honey bun, drinking my coffee. You know how we do. And the news was always on that TV, and it was one of them old school, like the media center TVs with on the big cart. Yeah, it was one of those. This is weird to say that this was what 2011, right? So it wasn't.
No, 2001.
Okay, so 2001. 2001. So we talking 23 years ago, but it doesn't seem that long ago when we had them big back TVs on the racks everywhere.
Big back motherfuckers, man.
Big back motherfuckers. So that TV was always on the news in the break room. Like it was a Fortune 500 business firm. Like it wasn't no shenanigans. So we're all sitting there shooting this shit, telling what we gonna do. And shit happens on TV, and I'm the one that's actually facing the TV. And I'm like, what movie is this? They turned off the news? And they're like, nah, it's the news. Look at the bottom of the screen. You can still see the little ticker tape going across. I'm like, yo, is that New York?
And then the motherfucker landed. That motherfucker crashed 3 hours from my house.
Yeah,
I'm saying 3 hours from my house. Like it don't take 2 hours to get to New York.
Right. That's how big this Vegas is, y'all. Y'all don't even be knowing. But yeah, like I looked at me and my friend that kind of grew up together, like from teenagers. We both worked. So I looked at her, she looked at me, and because we were in office services, which was like deliver the mail, make the coffee, set up the meetings, our job was to get everybody out the floor in the case of an emergency because they're going to shut down the elevators. So we ran and grabbed the pregnant women so we could get priority on the stairs because we had to go down 33 flights of stairs. Yeah. So getting to the ground, getting on the ground, being grateful that the shit didn't fucking get a plane. And then you got the rich white lady who, works as the secretary to the CEO. Well, where are y'all going to go? What are you going to do? And I looked at her dead in the face, smoking a Newport, like, bitch, I'm going to the projects. They not coming here. They not coming there. Whatever's going on, they not coming to the projects. Have a good day. And walk the fuck away.
The only emergency I had to have when I had to pick up a character, and we had weird energy. And I thought that this character was absolutely great. He made me look.
I love it. Did we freeze, William? Oh, my poor baby's just having all kinds of difficulties today. Oh, I'm gonna bring him. Did he come? Okay, he's gonna come back, y'all. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get queued up on the first video, and that way when he gets back, we can make sure what it is that we are doing. Sorry for the dead air, y'all. Okay, so I'm ready as soon as William makes his way back. Y'all, I'm so sorry that we're having technical difficulties, but as William always says, we out here. We're real people doing real things. It's not a game. It's just us trying to make things work. So, not really sure, but yeah, we all have our memories from 9/11 and since then, but it's just wild to think of the fact that even from that period, like from the 2000s on, everybody seems to want to be everybody else. Nobody wants to just be themselves. And it's kind of crazy to me how that works. Y'all know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's crazy to me not to be anybody but me. I couldn't be nobody else. I wouldn't want to. You know what I mean? And I think my tribe are those people who only ever want to be authentically themselves, which is dope to me. Oh, I hope William's okay. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see what's going on with him. Sorry, babies. It's not usually this bad. And usually it's my internet, so I don't know what's going on over there. Let me see. All right, y'all. Ask me some questions. We're gonna make it work until he gets back, because I'm not sure what's happening. But I'm here for y'all, and I'm so excited to have this conversation today. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do the first video. Give him a couple more seconds to see if he's going to be able to get back in. There he is.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. And I can.
Django decided to get fucking scared by whatever happened outside, jumps over
Oh my
the
God.
shelf and knocks out my entire internet. I'm like,
Oh no. Django got
it
to
was a
chill out.
fucking light. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Django got to chill out. He be doing the most. Look, he scared you, and then something scared him, and
He
y'all.
scared the shit out of me. I'm like, who's coming in here, bro? Like,
let me check my door. No, I was just making sure you was good.
and then he just gonna walk away like ain't nothing happened. Like,
that's the best
oh,
part.
you good? Don't worry about it.
Look,
Like,
he said it's Django season. I'm doing my shit out here. So we're gonna go ahead and move into the first video.
Y'all want a cat?
Stop offering my baby up. That's your child. Leave him where he's at.
I can't sell this little motherfucker, man.
Look, so yeah, we are doing this to show y'all a little bit of, we talked about earlier, not wanting to kind of go into this idea of men versus women and who's doing what wrong and this, that, and the third. So tonight is about like pulling up the mirror. We got to start looking at ourselves. You okay?
If you didn't see him,
No, you froze. You froze.
Like,
everything froze, and then you was gone. So I didn't know what happened. But yeah, so with that being said, let me go ahead and get this first video going. I
ain't got no gray sweatpants on.
You stupid. You're so dumb. If you don't stop with this gray sweatpants shit, you started it, and now you want to keep throwing it up.
I just wear them.
Sir, you know better than that. All right.
Evidently not.
Here we go.
Is practice. And I tell my girls this every day. You are practicing who you are going to be. So if you're getting up late and you're trifling and you're not getting your homework done, that's what you're practicing. If you're a whiner, you're practicing being a whiner. If you're spoiled, you're practicing that. That doesn't just go away, you know? And so you have to start practicing who you want to be. Do you want to be dependable? Then you have to be dependable. Mm-hmm. If you want people to trust you, then you have to be trustworthy. Practice who you want to be every single day. Life is.
So that message stuck out to me in regards to this topic, because I do feel like people are going about practicing how to be their favorite celebrity. They're not finding out who they are. I can't hear you, baby. Uh-oh.
I know. I was letting this ambulance go by.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Nobody deserves to hear that.
Look, you went from ice cream trucks to ambulances.
Shit. But what you just say what you just said again, because I think that needs to be repeated.
So I wanted to show that video with Miss Obama, because I think people are no longer being taught to practice how to be who they want to be. I think people are looking at the celebrities and saying that I'm going to practice on how to be them, you know. But for our community, a lot of the celebrities ain't shit neither. So now you got a bunch of people practicing on how to be ain't shit ass people. And this is how we got to where we are, instead of everybody being told that their authenticity and uniqueness is beautiful.
I know somebody who models his entire platform for
Oh,
somebody he doesn't even
your sound again.
know or met. You said what?
Your sound. Okay, so remember the last time when your sound was cycling with the light?
Uh-huh.
It's doing the same thing now. It's like
cycling with the light.
Yeah, like it's cycling up and bass and then up and then bass and then up. It's like cycling through something.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
About now.
Let's talk some more.
Talking more.
It's low, but that's because you're in front of it. That's why I can't hear you.
What about now?
Still low.
Oh my God.
There it goes. Now talk.
Is it better now?
Much. Definitely. Now go forward.
What about now?
Now it's low again.
It's low again?
Yeah, that's how I was hearing you before when you couldn't hear me.
Oh my God. Is that better?
No. You had it, whatever you did to the chords, it was fine. And then when you pushed the buttons, it went away.
I didn't touch no buttons. How about now?
Whatever you're pushing on the screen is what I mean, not buttons. But when you're touching something because you keep asking me, how about now? Whenever you pulled the cord out and put it back in, it was fine.
All right, now.
Yes, that's better.
Okay. Fucker, you better stay there.
Yeah.
All right, y'all working?
Mm-hmm. We are. Ooh.
You keep fucking around, iPad. You can be replaced.
I know that's right.
On my mama. I'm
That's
not
why
loyal.
I'm an Android girl. He said, I'm not loyal.
I don't want
Hallelujah.
you to think I am.
But yeah, so
what the hell I was about to say.
we're talking about uniqueness and authenticity and the lack thereof in our community.
Oh yeah. So I was talking to this old boy, and I'm like, like where your platform, where you want to be with your platform is one thing, but you need somebody that's there with you, hands on, especially this style of person that you are. You might want to. It would benefit you to have somebody that's able to say that's dumb as fuck, like, like, and really grab your shoulder like a grown ass man would and be like, son, don't ever do that fuck shit again.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you're doing is dumb.
Yeah. But the same way people started shooting folks instead of throwing the one is the same way that everybody needs yes men around them. You know how many rappers are rappers because they friends just tell them they hot? Them niggas can't rap. Blueface should not be famous.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I low key like my friend, and I'm so thankful. Happy birthday to Stanton. That's my god brother. That's my tried and true. I used to play at a church where his father was the pastor. He was the organist, and he used to talk shit in a talkback mic, right? And the talkback mic. If y'all don't know what a talkback mic is, this is you show yourself. We really telling some stories here.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, like and subscribe. Go on YouTube. If you don't see the link, we can always post it again. It's not a big deal. Just let us know. But nonetheless, right? He's talking shit in a talkback mic. So the first time he did it, it was actually on live. This was during COVID, and everybody heard it. Was like, he was talking shit to his cousin Mike. So Mike was like, nah, bop, 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 bop. So I'm talking shit back because I got a talk back mic.
Okay.
So I'm like, yo, Mikey, you gonna stay in da 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 da. So we, mind you, we in church and we cussing. Dude, this is my talk back mic, but everybody's hearing us. So finally, they ended up muting the live and blah blah blah. So we realized that we can't do that. I have to have my own link. He has to have his own link, and then we'll integrate. Bam, boom. So he never stopped talking shit though. So he would be talking bop 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 bop. So I told him one time because they ended up taking my mic.
You always get
told
punished
him,
for everybody's shit.
I'm always the one be like, I got you. So he talking shit, and I told him because he's like not playing in pocket. He's not da 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 da. He's kind of doing what he want to do. I told him I was gonna whoop his ass after this song.
I love it.
And he thought I was joking. And honest to God, like I'm gonna bring his ass on here one of these days. He's gonna tell the story.
That's funny.
He's laughing, joking. Now, mind you, he costed me a couple dollars already.
Oh,
Ha
God.
ha 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 ha. I slid the shit out of him. He's like, yo, it was almost like what's his name was fighting in the Harlem Nights? Vera and Quick. Yeah, I was like, yo, come on, sucker, I'ma fuck you up today. And we were in church. His dad's on the pulpit, finds out that me and him, and now mind you, that's my brother. Finds out that me and him fighting outside. His dad come out talking about, y'all make me sick. He's like, don't even come back in my church. Go down there and fix yourselves up. Then come back in. He made us go to the store, go to the Chinese store, get our own napkins and ice. Yeah. And then sit there, recalibrate, fix ourselves, and then apologize, and then come back in.
Yeah, because y'all knew y'all had to deal with him.
But I told him, I said, I'm going to fuck you up when we get outside. Because he ba 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 ba. And I don't like a lot of talking. Like, after a lot of talking, I'm just like, I'm an 80s kid. After that, let's step out.
We're going to go outside real quick.
That motherfucker would not stop.
Boy, if it's a family, we need to come with me to the bathroom real quick. Like, those was the best ones. Look. Come on. Come on.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Let's go to the bathroom real quick.
Them Star Wars in the handicap stall.
Baby.
Beat somebody ass in the handicap stall.
Them ones and the ones in the back seat of the bus. That short seat in the back of the bus used to get niggas fucked up.
You ever had somebody open the back hatch?
I have. I've been the person to open the back hatch. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It here's the thing. And this is why we're having this show, because to pivot from all of the negativity of the different conversations that are happening, right?
When the bell rang,
3:00, I'm gonna meet you outside. Look, but yeah, like to pivot from all of that, we wanted to give y'all a glimpse into who we are and try to get y'all to understand that it's not about the negativity. We are really trying to solve issues. We are really racking our brains trying to solve some of the problems we see our community is plagued with. This sense of division and isolation in our community is really a cancer. It's really a cancer. And if we could learn as men and women to bring out the best in each other as opposed to the worst, then it will be so helpful. Which is another one of our videos that we are going to be delving into today.
I had it today, y'all. Y'all got me. Y'all whooped my ass this week today, but we gonna have it.
It's okay. We get our asses whooped because we're humans.
Y'all beat me up today.
But the bad part about other people who don't understand what humanity looks like is that we don't walk around looking like what we go through. We'll tell y'all we're going through something because we're transparent, but we're not going to sit around looking a mess because a mess is happening around us.
When I realized, and whenever you're ready to play that video, go ahead. But when I realized that whether I'm happy, sad, whether it's raining, snowing, sleeting, hailing in my life or in the system that we call this world, when I realized that my bills are due, and no matter what a motherfucker was paying that. Man, I was like, if I feel like saying what the fuck I want to say, and granted, I believe in loving and life-filled principles. But if I got something to say, I'm gonna say what I gotta say because you're not gonna pay my bills.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right, and you're not gonna whip my ass, so fuck you.
Neither the two are gonna happen.
Neither the two. And if you should so pay my bills, you still can't whoop my ass. So I'm gonna talk my talk. Period. But the reality of what this man is preaching on his pulpit really hit home for me because, ladies, we got to do better. We sit around complaining about these men when it's just the men you've had experience with. We sit around dogging people.
Whoa.
Yeah, look, because I'm tired of it. Like, I'm a firm believer in Cat Williams at this point because he told us all of this in his first comedy special. It's yo ain't shit pussy that's attracting these niggas because everybody's man ain't shit. It's everybody's man can't be ain't shit. It's just the law of averages.
Yo, can I put a disclaimer out here? I had no idea we were going this direction.
Hey,
This wasn't rehearsed. I was given these videos to assess, look at, and gauge my opinion. We are reserved the right to form our opinions. Shit. I didn't see that coming.
but it's true.
That's all I got. I'm not denying or confirming
Look,
whether it made me feel like I just bubbled on the inside with joy and glee. I will not say that.
well, it's about time that some of us
Holy shit.
women who have these platforms stop allowing and condoning the bullshit that's creating some of the problems when we have the power to breathe life into everything y'all do. And if we did, we would be better off because there would be more protectors and providers. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Y'all listen to this.
If you see a man with energy and courage and tenacity, believing that he can do anything, some of that might be testosterone, but some of it is the woman saying, baby, you look better than all of them. Baby, I don't care nothing about your belly. I like it just like that. Baby, I don't care nothing about your bald head. Rub that thing until you fall asleep. Do I have any women in here that knows that you can talk a man into the next dimension?
I stopped it for a reason, y'all. I wanted y'all to hear what he said. And I didn't just want to pause it. He said, do y'all know that we have any women in here that know that you can talk a man into the next dimension? Okay? Now we're going to go right back to it. Because y'all don't be listening sometimes. Y'all really, really don't be paying attention to your power.
Desert than in the house with a complaining woman, because a woman's words can push a man to destiny or death. If you see a man with energy and courage and tenacity,
a woman's words can push a man to destiny or death. Death with an F, because that's how he said it.
Y'all, thank y'all so much. First of all, I'm gonna get to this video. We just got a comment. I just had to, definitely reply to one. We just got a comment. Oh my God, you guys are absolutely hilarious, but are speaking so many truth and facts. This is from a member of the More Water Committee and More Water Community. Thank you so much. We love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Do you remember, Kristen, when we were talking about way in before this? I don't even remember when this came out or know when it did. But when I first met you, like last year, we started talking about masculine and feminine energy and what it really looks like.
Yep.
Masculine energy defines things, y'all. And what does that look like? Let's look at the Abrahamic covenant. Let's look at the Adamic covenant. Can you still hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's look at the Adamic covenant. The Adamic covenant isn't about finding just a wife or finding, covenant of partnership. That's the Adamic covenant is about manpower. And what is manpower? Manpower is being able to say, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And as that thing is, I trust it will become what I say it is.
Right.
That's
that was what y'all were created for. when you read
we
Genesis.
we've been from since the beginning of time. We can go to the BC, we can go to the thousands and the tens of thousands of years that they don't talk about. We can, but at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, men, we are charged, and what makes us uniquely different from our women who breathe life is that they're nurturers by nature and by trade.
That's
We
what
don't we
we
don't get to experience nurture until we identify that the baby was born is in fact the byproduct of what her and I brought together. That is when we develop nurturing components. We're saying, okay, the sensitivity that's needed to develop this being into what I can do to train and rear that child is dependent on what mom does.
create.
Basic amenities, nourishment, shelter, warmth,
Mhm.
sanctity, feelings.
Look, and all the double entendres that are about.
All those things that my responsibility is to break away from you.
Hmm.
Now, I will say that a lot of society has forgotten that masculine energy is to define that thing, because we have this idea, and this is no offense to any woman, and all the women that I know, and there's some on here, and I need y'all to know I reverence y'all for what y'all do, because God the fuck knows how y'all do it,
And
because the respect that
only I
the
know.
children that in the circle of women that I know that are right on that cusp of just divine nature. And I know finally met one that's of divine ordinance that's probably my age, but um same thing applies. When
Yeah.
I meet these children have real respect. And I look at the mothers and I know that father isn't there. And I can be honest about it. I can just see it. Like you could tell. But the reality is these children have a level of respect to where at least these mothers are saying to these children positive life principle things.
Yep.
Respect your elders. Say
Hmm.
mister, ma'am, yes sir, no sir. And it's not to exalt or esteem anybody, but it's to call a thing worthy of the labor of responsibility of knowledge that father has, which is the male of the community, the male of the family ordinance. That's to say, you know what, I got to give you the tool and the Swiss Army knife that got me to where I needed to be.
Right. Right.
I'm breaking up again, I heard it.
No, you're fine.
No.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good.
So that's what masculine energy is for, which gets to what this gentleman is saying. If you as feminine ordinance, feminine energy by nature, women, if you don't see that a man has a laboring tenacity to him, if you met him on the block, is what I'm saying. If let's say hypothetically you did make it home and you notice that he doesn't have a collared shirt in his closet. If he doesn't have an iron in his home,
Nigga, no, I'm out. That's a psychopath. Why you don't have no fucking iron, bro? I'm sorry. I'm triggered. Go ahead. Yeah.
if he has no cookware,
And what's crazy,
it,
right? My son went to school. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
you're fine. No, go ahead.
Look, when my
I will
son went
keep
to
right on going.
college,
I don't mean to emasculate us.
his apartment, they went to a school that they didn't have dorms, right? So his apartment, him and his roommate, both 19-year-old boys, basically, who is it?
Good night.
Oh, good night,
Oh
beautiful.
my gosh, they are. Y'all about to see the example. We didn't spoke these beautiful
What's
angels
your
up,
question? Say hi to Mr. William.
Hi,
but
Mr.
this makes me happy. Hi.
What's your question?
No, can you put her headphones on? Can you put the
Oh,
headphones
sure.
on for
Hold
me?
on. Mr. William wants to talk to you. Here.
Yo, I love them.
Hi, Mr.
Hi,
William.
baby.
Hi.
How are you? Oh my God, your teeth. Let me see. Are they growing in finally? Oh my God.
Yes.
They are wonderful. Is it easier to eat food now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, you look wonderful. How's school coming?
It's good.
Good. Is it better?
Yeah.
Is your sister acting better?
Mr. William wants to
Oh, there she goes.
what's your question?
She said speak for her.
Give me my kiss. What's your question?
Hi,
Look,
Mr.
look, y'all. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
my baby. This is my baby right. No, I need to see you, young lady. Nope, slide on. You got tall.
Put your chest away, girl.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
my gosh, how are you?
Good.
Good. How's school?
Good.
Are you regulating? Are you breathing?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I miss you.
I missed you too.
I didn't get to see you. You like feel like you grew like 5 inches since I've seen you.
Yeah, I know.
She said, yeah, I know. She gonna be your height soon, bro.
I know, like she probably already is low key. But you have a good night, okay?
Okay.
All right, sweet dreams.
So,
Say good night, everybody.
good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, baby. Give him a kiss. Kisses. Mwah. Love you.
Oh my God. I was like,
His door.
I want my babies here. But listen, y'all, the people that are in my community, they recognize very early that number one, I can't speak for a lot of people out here. Me and my father are. Yo, Talvin, did you see them?
Yeah. Yeah, they
It was like
grown a lot,
last
right?
week. She ain't had no fronts. Them joints
Yeah,
was-
they're coming in.
them joints was smooth out of here since I met her. Like,
Thank y'all. Thank you.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh. But
So Vinny hasn't seen them since they was 4. So
oh
this
my
is probably the first time Telvin's seen them since then. So yeah, they've grown a ton, bro, and they just steady growing. She, like he said, since the last time, 2-3 weeks ago, she done grew. So
jeez.
yeah,
They were both like this. Now it's just like one you can see her cheeks starting to fill out because her little teeth is coming in. The other one was just like, yeah, fuck these teeth.
right. I done grew all my teeth now.
Said,
Now I grow my
hey
knees.
baby, come here, baby. I'm thinking you calling your oldest daughter. You're like, come here, baby. Let me talk to you real quick.
No, she's taller than me sitting now. Yeah.
Wait. Hey, Mr. William. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Just 2 weeks. Yo, if y'all don't believe me, go back into our videos. We got some micro
Like
clips.
3 weeks ago.
They are crazy. They 7 now?
They're 7. Yep, they're 7 now.
Jeez.
Thank you, Fontaine. I appreciate you,
I
bro.
remember Fontaine, hey, Sugarfoot. That's my listen, that is my older sister / inner conscience since I was like a teenager. She got me right with life, y'all.
Love
like
it.
low key.
Love it. Look, I'm choosing
And
my
it's-
shirt. I'm blushing, y'all, because my babies, I love them so much.
Yo, they are so wonderful. All of them.
Thank
All
you.
of them. Even so the funny thing about a lot of people in my life is that they don't realize, and they got to realize up until present day, the impact that they've had on my life.
Right?
You know what I mean? And they don't get to realize it because, again, I believe that, and Telvin, I hope that one day you come on this show, because there's a lot of things that I still got to learn. But I've learned that after you get a wealth of lessons, you got to go to a place of seclusion to apply them.
Mm-hmm.
Like to really process that stuff. So I've been told a lot of stuff, and I'm thankful for certain people that really correct and reproof who I once was, to say, you know what, Will, there's a way that you can be better and manage your life.
Absolutely.
It ain't about other people. It's about, so that was a person right there that really prayed for me when motherfuckers gave up. You know what I mean? Like, was able to say, you know what, I'm proud of you, when other people were like, you're failing in this moment. So like, I would like to say shouts out Fontaine. That's been since I was like maybe 13, 14. That's been like a big sister to me.
That's what's up.
And made sure that I always was upgrading and never falling too far down to where I was like lifeless. You know what I mean? But shouts out Fontaine, love you. We also have Telvin.
Mhm.
Lavania always. Y'all don't
Girls,
understand. Lavania makes sure that we right, y'all.
all day, every day. Like when he says
Yo.
like, if I'm the finder and he's the fixer, she's the facilitator. Like she doesn't always get to come on because she be working because we work, right?
Yeah.
But we love you so much and we just appreciate everything you do.
Like,
One thing we are about on Chestnut Checkers is making sure the people that we believe helped us know that we love them. I hate that giving them flowers while they can still smell them shit. I really
I
do.
don't like fucking flowers.
Right, me neither. Like, why are you giving
Give
me
me a
dead
belt.
shit?
Bass
Something.
strings.
Look, a vase for the flowers. How about that? Can they
Look,
the vase?
this is what happened the last time somebody gave me flowers. These bitches is dead.
Right,
Like,
right, 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 right.
yo,
Look,
shit.
they gave them
The
to you
fuck?
dead. So the reality of it is, I do my level best to,
But thank you. Thank you.
lay myself bare. Absolutely. This shit ain't easy, y'all.
It's not.
We talk about community. We talk about the idea of single parents and co-parenting and being an influence on the people around you. And I don't think that. I feel like if people went back and watched Sister Act 2, we'd be a lot better off. Because nobody could have listened to Whoopi Goldberg tell that boy word sounds have power and then hear him hit that high note at the end and not understood the power behind their words. Like, that was the best example I could think of. You know what I mean? Like, we're sick of seeing people tear each other down.
Y'all, and not to say y'all, and we're not gonna ever focus on the problems here. We're always gonna focus on the solution because that's not what we're doing. And I'm not Casper or my co-host. Excuse me, I said co-worker, co-host.
Look, same
we be
shit.
working out here, yo.
You be working,
but for real. Again, if you are and we're hitting on 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 minutes before the hour. But if you are a entrepreneur, if you have a brand, if you have over red velvet cookies, Jesus
the
Christmas.
cookies be bomb. Like, you wait, just wait. I'm gonna have her send you something. Like,
if you are a business owner, if you are a curator, if you are an artist, it doesn't matter if you're in Philadelphia. It doesn't matter if you're in Georgia. If you are liked and subscribed, drop your brand here. Drop your name here. We will shout you out. We will support. We will show up. If you're in, like, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, some of the times when I was at an open mic or at a venue, when people pulled up and they like, oh, and I'm walking down the street, like, y'all notice, look, unfortunately, they got me. They finally got me. They got me for my bracelets. They're like, and while I do appreciate, and we do appreciate it, at the end of the day, y'all, the most important thing, we never once asked for $1.
Nope.
This is how vulnerable we are. We have been on this joint on season 1. We've been on this joint live talking about how we gonna pay for next month's
baby
bill.
Baby.
But we're in a place now to where we don't really worry about it. We sometimes more forget than we don't pay. And I'm thankful for that. So we don't ask for the money. We both work full-time jobs. We both got our side jobs after that. We don't need y'all money. If you donate, dope. We don't put anything on here so you can donate. We should, maybe, but we don't do that. But here's what we ask for you to do.
Also have full-time businesses that we run.
Full-time businesses and brands that we operate.
Yeah.
Look, we got books that we writing. I'm in school. Like, this young lady is parenting and creating
clothing line.
Every time I turn around, we're on a clothing line. We have sweatshirts coming out with satin hoodies. Y'all, I forgot. Shit.
Yeah.
We have hoodies coming out, y'all. We have different lines of hoodies, zip ups, colors, brands, logos, things that we've said along the way that I'm walking down in probably the trenches of Philly, and I hear people talking like, saying the shit that we say on this show, talking about, we heard y'all make some. this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to create a culture that gives us the safety that these women and our women. I'm not going to specify race. Our women have been crying for. We're
Mm,
giving you the example of women to be vulnerable and to be open and talk about what's going on and to be heard and met with conversation. Like, yeah, girl, I go through that. I go through that too. But guess what? The hell ain't going to happen. I'm not going to fight her because
mm,
guess what? Her experiences are valid. But
you're
guess
right.
what ain't going to happen? She not going to disrespect me because her experiences with men did not serve her the value that it took to meet a me. Just like when I meet a her that's entrusting in the shit that I tell her, y'all, like I tell her some shit and
Right.
it don't ever go nowhere.
But this is why we always talk about the importance of friendship, because the fact that he has other women around him with standards and values, they can then check him and say, "Yo, no, she's worth it. Like, go, don't do that to her."
Mm-mm.
And this
And
and
these
the vice versa.
and
He's don't
these
do that.
people that you get in your camp, y'all, like it's time out and transparency. It be 2 minutes of the hour. It's time out for the crab in the barrel mentality.
No, fuck that.
I
I
had to
love crab
learn.
legs. They delicious,
I
but
They
not,
crab legs are good when they're cooked.
yeah. But y'all niggas is cooked, so we gonna eat
But
good.
what I will say, I do enjoy breathing a different air and meeting a different era of people
Yeah,
and therefore allowing myself to say, you know what? I don't. A lot of the information that I get to share to y'all, I had to learn from somebody that was so far above me that I
mhm.
had no idea how to even get a portion of the wealth that they just gave me in a matter of moments.
Right, right.
Like it's don't be afraid to upgrade your life. It's it that one key is going to be the key to your success. Like it got me from 40,000, 50,000 in debt to
Mhm.
now I'm a paycheck away from being balanced out into the best opportunities of my life to
And
where nobody
you did
can
it
tell me
faster.
no.
You did it
Like,
faster than you said, so I'm very proud of that.
listen,
Yeah, you did
two
it.
years, like
Yeah, you
two,
did it faster than you said. So you really see. This is what the
you
idea
got to surround yourself with good people, y'all.
is. Right, because when you get people around you that are gonna speak life to you, and life meaning real shit, nigga, look yourself in the mirror. You not the person
Affirmation
you
ain't telling your ass you cute.
look. Affirmation is telling you how to fucking get yourself in the natural order of things.
You
This
are ugly as fuck right now. You need to get some order.
the entire community outside of our pockets of people is out of its natural order in such a blatant way
Yeah.
that it almost feels as though like it's just I just got to go shake the shit out of everybody. Just put y'all in the etch a sketch and shake that bitch up real quick because there are children involved. Y'all just witnessed my kids. My kids have to go out into a world of children being raised by broken people. And if in fact we don't heal our community, then all of our kids are going to continue to deal with elementary school. My kids, they're in second grade. Last year, first grade. Kids are walking around elementary school with a gun. School on lockdown. Elementary school, y'all. It's not a game. Like we need more parents, but you can't parent if you don't have yourself straight.
I will say this as a father, and I'm not going to say I'm the perfect father. People see me with the children that you guys get to see me with. I
Mhm.
have my youngest son, and I also have my oldest daughter, who I send my prayers to every day, and I can't wait to have that union where we're all back to where is normal for my life.
Mhm.
Um, but with that said, I see so many children, and I don't blame the children. You can't blame the kids. Um, you can't really blame the parents because the parents were once kids that adopted certain behaviors. But at some point, you got to hold somebody accountable. But I see so many children so willing to disrespect their parents for the sake of what?
because their
For
parents don't have respect for themselves. We talk about this all the time. We talked about this idea of epigenetics and passing these traumas down. We talk about the idea of you think your kids needs discipline, so you put them in karate when really they're just emulating you. So you're the one that needs the discipline, not them. And it's okay. So we're going into the next video at this point, so I might as well just pull it up. Look, and it wasn't even intentional. That's the funny part.
unintentional.
The conversation just went that way. So
Mhm.
here we go. Y'all ready?
You got kids, bruh. You still sleeping around. You got kids. You still not getting up and going to work. You got kids now. You got people looking up to you. If you wanted to play when you were single, cool. But now you done brought somebody into this world. You a grown man now. Don't sit here and tell me that the baby mama drama, the mama be tripping. I don't care if she tripping or not. That's your son. Go make it work. That's your daughter. Go make it work. Do whatever you got to do with homegirl. Say whatever you got to say. Give her whatever she got to get. But don't let no other man raise your doggone kids. This ain't no, I want to go party. You've given up that right when you had kids. Hey, party's over with out of time. Not time to be partying no more. Now it's time to create a legacy now. You had your fun. Now get to work. You got kids.
So
I'm crying under my glasses, y'all. I can't do this. Look, he had to take his off too.
men, he wasn't all wrong, and he wasn't absolutely right either. You what do the old women say, or the old heads say? You make your bed, you lay in it.
You made your bed hard. Now,
Um, I am a my father and my mother. One thing that I'll give them absolute unbridled reverence for, because I've seen some shit. Seeing my parents married for 42 years, I've seen love stand the test of time, and I've seen love rear its end, and I've seen love be born again and go, forward. And through that, I developed and decided to say, you know what, fuck that, broken home. I got 4 children, um, biologically, 3 different women, 5 children that I've raised from 4 different women, not to mention my godson. Um, One thing that I did learn, probably my oldest daughter, Yanni, was 7, 6, was that number one, I had no idea what parenting looked like. Because at 15, I decided to raise myself. So I didn't know what parenting looked like. I saw it from the outside looking in, but I didn't have, because I had a job. I've had a job since I was 11. Like,
Right.
you couldn't tell me shit. For real. And I had to apologize to my dad for that. I'm like, yo, you really couldn't tell me nothing after I turned 11. When you told me that so long as you paid for shit, you done it, and you never noticed that I played the fool right there. And I said, okay, then you won't pay for shit no more. So I never asked you for anything. So
Right.
to my father, I owe you the lifelong apology that you deserve. I, at the age of 11, was wrong. At the age of 15, showed my wrongness. And at the age of 41, acknowledged the fact that I see why you saw me the way you saw me. Because I held on to certain things that I was taught and didn't know about because of whatever reason. But I've learned through that to be open with my kids. Goods, bads, and difference. My oldest son, excuse me, my youngest daughter, they're always the ones that bother the hell out of my life. Like, something happens, I know they're going to know,
Right.
undoubtedly, and they know how that the system operates too. But the one thing I enjoy is that they're able to articulate how they feel, and they go based upon solely the moment at hand. And remember, we talked about the feelings wheel.
Mm-hmm.
They like talking to my children is like talking to grown people when it deals with emotions. Because
Absolutely.
first they say how they feel,
Mm-hmm.
and then they articulate what makes them feel that way.
Yep. Yep.
Why is this important? Because I didn't learn that until I was 34.
Right. Right.
I knew rage. I knew wrath. I knew anger.
Mm.
Even happiness looked like anger.
Yeah, we talked
It
about that.
wasn't until, like I said, I got my little my hug of embracement that I was once numb for for a moment, and I was able to say, you know what, William, you're not angry, William, you're sad.
Right.
You're sad at this moment, and now it's time to process that sadness so that you can feel good.
Absolutely.
Because I felt happy before. Happy came from drugs. Happy came from liquor. Happy came from fucking. Happy came from lying. Happy came from cheating. Happy came from getting away with the most closest death circumstance ever. Like that
Mm-hmm.
was happiness at that time. So what I did learn was that I did not have that sense of sustaining goodness, which was the enjoyment of things that I've done. So
Mm.
I had to go back to the beginning, which was my kids, in essence.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing I did, I had to apologize to them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
your father don't know how to raise y'all, but he's going to do his best, and we're going to start from square one.
Right.
What don't you like about dad? And they're like, Dad, you're kind of scary. Well, what makes me scary? Because sometimes we can see that snap in your eye, and
Mm-hmm.
we can. So I had to go through breathing. I had to learn how to breathe, and you know what? And as I learned how to breathe, I really saw me in front of my father.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that time when I was scared and I was like, I gotta bite the bit. And when my children found out that I wasn't gonna hurt them, I was able to
Hey,
be
Bobby.
like, you know what? Hey ma, I was able to be like, you know what? What's wrong? What are you feeling?
Right.
And he was like, I'm scared. I said, scared of what? He said, you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I can't blame you because I got a lot of my stuff from how I was raised.
Yep.
But let's start here. I can't control your fear, but what I can do is subside it.
Yeah.
What can I do to make you feel better? What he did was fucked up. I ain't gonna hold you. He was fucked up. But I
Yeah.
had to be able to correct him in that moment because beating him ain't gonna fix it.
Right.
So we went out and we got water ice.
I like-
And he
What's water
sat and
ice?
it's snow cones, but in the cup.
Oh, okay. That's
Uh,
Italian ice.
yeah, Italian ice. Yeah,
Mm.
right.
Okay.
So we sat down and we talked. And he was able to articulate, and through his articulation I saw my responsibility there
Yeah.
and my presence not being where he needed it to be. And at that point I had to go down, and like that man said, there's some shit I had to swallow,
Yeah.
some pills of pride that was just like, there's no reason for me to be fighting these baby moms
Yep.
that I would never call baby moms. Shouts out Bahia, Jazz, and April. I would never do that to y'all, but I had to sit down and really recognize like they are human and they are living a battle far greater than mine at this moment. And what I
Mm.
had to do now was say, hey, where can I meet you? If I can't meet you right now, understand that I'm here and I will be willing and capable because I'm growing and building too.
Yeah.
So when you're ready, let's sit down and have this conversation. We've
Absolutely.
been able to have those conversations. We've been able to develop. We've been able to build. We've been able to do these things. And, I can't control their outward life. So, which comes to that other point that this gentleman made. You can't control another person's home. You can establish order.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that important? Rules are rules.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn who's in any of their houses. What you won't do is lie.
Right. Right.
You're not gonna steal. You're not
Right.
gonna do this. You're not gonna do that. And if I have to show up and interject myself and overstep a boundary that I swore to not, then you have to know why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
The end.
That's it. Like I think what hit me was the whole idea of don't let another man raise your child. He didn't say you got to live with her. He didn't say you got to be with her. He said you got to do what you got to do so that you can raise your child. As a single parent, I am so grateful to the people around me. I am so, because just because I'm a single parent doesn't mean I'm doing it alone. He just has to do his
part.
You know what I mean? I'm so, my journey in life from college, when I first started college after high school at 18 years old, I went to a Jesuit school. Anybody who knows anything about Catholic school, right? You got to do a theology class and a psychology class in your freshman year as a part of your core. So it shaped a whole different idea of what religion is versus what the Most High is. It also gave me as a child in a psychology class, it helped me to give words to what I didn't understand, which is what they call teen angst, because we all went through it. My thesis in college, in my freshman year for psychology class, was the Cosby Show and how it ruined my community. Me and Bill Cosby had an issue well before I knew he was raping bitches, but we'll talk about that later. With that being said, I do feel like the Cosby Show, as the historic, monumental thing that it was, had us folk in a thrall every Thursday night from 8 to 8:30, and then from 8 to 9 when he expanded it with A Different World. We could not be outside the house, and we was outside kids, but when it was time to watch the Cosbys, you came inside. So I give him his props. On the other hand, we watched the most unreal, for 98% of us, the most, it was what the Partridge Family / Brady Bunch era did for white kids. Because you can't tell me they took in somebody's crackhead child and the crackhead never showed up looking for money.
Pam.
You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me this man don't have no spending skills. So you take all his stuff out his room and try to reset. This is just not what we was going through. We was getting our asses beat. Them kids, asses beat.
I got one question about the Cosby Show.
Talk on it.
Claire's office was not at home.
No.
Dr. Huxtable's office was at home.
Yes. He was an obstetrician, though. So he would have to go to the ER if ladies was giving birth. Right. So this is what my thesis was about. See how
nobody thought that was weird. Like, I was the only person that thought that was like the weirdest shit ever.
No, but this is the beginning of what the era that we're in now, where the men stay home and kind of get to do whatever they want to do while the women go out and work. This is what started it. This is why I have such an issue with it. There were so many images and stuff that were fed through this show as the only show on television that had any sort of positive merit for Black people in the 80s.
I was like, how come you can always see Dr. Huxtable's parents, but you don't never see? When did you find out that she was half Spanish?
Oh, later on, in right? Very
like that's what I'm saying. Like,
and it's usually the wife or the mother's parents who are around helping with the kids and so on, not the dads. But anyway, so my thesis being basically the idea that the lies parents tell, whether that be just flat out that they're a liar or through tradition, is what causes teen angst.
Oh, absolutely.
My teacher was floored because I guess in the psychology realm in 1995, 96, they hadn't even been thinking about this type of stuff, which is crazy to me. But when you're told all of the years that you live, there's an Easter bunny, there's a tooth fairy, you get money regular from the tooth fairy. You got Santa Claus coming in your house, leaving gifts. What was the other shit? The fucking made up Thanksgiving story. All of these lies that we're told.
Oh, the pilgrims?
Yeah, man. All of these lies that we're told from children. you get to be 12 and you realize all that shit is a lie.
I snatched the fucking beard off of Santa Claus.
See what I'm saying? So this is
I
what
was like, there's the
you get to.
Grinch, there's this black guy at the mall, and there's this white guy up the street. One of y'all ain't telling the truth.
One of y'all ain't telling the truth. But when you get to be preteen age, 11, 12, 13, and you realize everything you know is a lie, you don't think you're supposed to be angry? Of course we're supposed to be angry about that, which is why every teenager has teen angst. I feel as though I've mitigated that by never lying to my children. Don't get it twisted. I'll lie to a grown motherfucker in a minute if it suits me. But I'm gonna keep it honest with children.
I felt that.
Look, because they don't know no better. And the only way to teach them honesty is to be honest with them. My kids knew from the time they understood what Christmas was that Santa Claus don't buy gifts and he don't supposed to be in our house on the day before Christmas. If you see somebody in here in a red suit, call the police. He's robbing us. And this is what I say to my children.
You better do birdshot, buckshot.
Look,
that's how my house works.
Even with that, so Halloween just passed, right? And of course the girls want to, I want a costume. I wanted it. No. But mom has never given you a costume. Why all of a sudden now you want a costume? Because your friends talking about getting costumes? Yep. Well, you're not your friends. We don't do Halloween around here. Well, why not? We believe in Yahweh. We believe in Yeshua. A ghost, a demon, a witch, a werewolf, a vampire, all sounds. Does that sound like stuff that Yahweh gives us? Does that sound like stuff that Yeshua gave to us? Or does it sound different? And they both said it sounded different. And I said, okay, when you read your book of Bible stories, do you hear anything about those things? No, ma'am. So why would you want to get on Yeshua's bad side by doing the stuff opposite to what he tells us? He doesn't tell us to go out there dressed up as anything but ourselves because we're a reflection of him. This is how you talk to children. They're not dumb. And I think I think that our childhood was based in the fact that we were children and not that we were people.
Well, a lot of it was that we had a numb society that we were built under, and there. And I know we're about to get kind of like theology based, and we're going to try to stay as non-theology based, but really delve into it if I'm keeping it a bean. What really, and I can only go based on my own experiences and my own life. I'm not gonna really go I ain't got no capacity. Yes, my mom was a pastor. Yes, my aunt is a pastor. No, she's an apostle. Yes, I have another aunt that's a pastor, and I think I got a bishop as well. I don't even know, but that's where you might get a certain ordinance of cadence from. But when it comes down to the spirituality and the connection to God, it's different.
Yeah.
Because I find, well, you know how Christians talk about John 3:16, right? For God so loved. And I look at it at this one scripture when Yeshua was sitting there under a tree, cool of the day, eating, mind his business. Kids came to start to play with him. Here come these raggedy ass fucking disciples. Talking about get the
leave alone.
Leave away our King and our Savior. And he
Get
said,
away from me, ye.
Get away from me. That's it. Get away from me, ye. Get away from him. And here come Yeshua. He talking about, yo, hold up. These kids are doing exactly what I've been asking y'all to do, which is trust me to get to where you need to be, but y'all can't even do that. They out here wild. So and it brings you back to an idea that what God asks us to be. So we call him Father. We call him which we appropriately design him as. We call him familiar. He asks for something very specific from us, aside from the what's that thing called? The the great covenant, whatever that thing is that's saying the gospel that's supposed to be spread across the world and ultimately, which the Great Commission, that's it is. Great Commission. I couldn't even remember what it was.
I couldn't remember.
So here's the point that I was making in the later text of the Old Testament. If y'all gotta read like Habakkuk and shit, that Habakkuk get real kind of deep. Zephaniah gets a little bit woo.
Look, all of those last few of the Old Testaments are how you like, wait a minute, sir.
One of the most important things he says is like, yo, just call me friend.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like
and then
what does it look
like? A loving parent says that, but then says, and this is how you're allowed to be my friend, because I'm always going to be your parent.
I'm always going to, and that's the part that.
But
go ahead. No, please. As mom, I yield to it because y'all deal with that farther than we do. Like, ain't no way that I'm going to deal with some of the shit y'all deal with. Go ahead.
So, you know, it as a mom, right? Mm-hmm. As a parent, in the sense of like in it, not just having it here, but being a part of it. I have to remind my eldest two children, like, y'all might not want to deal with me regularly, but don't forget that there was a time that I was so important and you was so in love with me that you sat on the floor and watched me take a shit regularly. Mm-hmm. We can be friends, but I'm always going to be your parent. So when God said, just call me friend, the next chapters was about how you are allowed to do that. Because one thing God is not going to do is let you be a friend while you out here not taking care of your kids, while you out here not paying your bills, while you out here shucking and jiving for the men and beating on everybody else around you.
What helped me is definitely that point that you made. There's a lot of points that you made. Simplifying them. I had to have a stranger tell me that God. No, we as parents, let's start here. We as parents, you know, when we see our children from the time that they're babies and they're learning to craft their ideas and really formulate thoughts, we talk about the terrible twos and the terrible twos. If y'all have not been through them threes,
right, the fearsome fours and the fucked up fives, because all of them shits is bad.
Fucked up fives is like after 5 years old, I'm not gonna lie to you, like kids don't fuck with me. I don't like y'all. Yeah, it's like weird energy that's close to like cops to me energy. I treat y'all all the same. I don't fuck with y'all.
And see, I'm the opposite though. That's the funny part. I don't want to deal with no child under 5.
Like until about 7 years old. Once you hit about 7 years old, then we gonna be cool. Like we cool as shit. All of my kids about 5 years old, I'm like, I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. But why for me is that important? It's like my relationship with the Creator, and how our relationships, like you said, that certain area when kids get real.
Fuck you just say is most of your vocabulary. Yeah.
That's when fathers are so much more important. They'd be like, you know what? Now it's time to establish order, Mom. And it shouldn't be on like the seasons of like allowance here. Like it shouldn't take 3 months for you to decide to step in.
Right.
There should be access to a point, and that's where I was getting to, where the guy was saying there's an access point to any one of the households that they are under governship, but under management. What, there ain't but so far you're going to go. Now, if you decide to lie and hide, I can't help you.
Right.
They know that.
Right.
That's what it is.
I tell my kids all the time, if you lie, I can't defend you. I
cannot defend you in the lie. I am a human. I am William Alexander. I cannot be William and Alex at the same time.
Right.
I can't protect your lie and protect you at the same. So you got to tell me what the truth is. If you telling them the same thing that you telling me, then we gonna have some fucked up shit because one of us gonna be butt ass naked.
Right.
Now I'll throw my cape over you, but if you keep lying, I'm gonna throw my cape over the wrong fucking thing.
And then on top of it, the paradox of our generation is that we were taught not to lie unless it was a bill collector on the phone.
Man,
or somebody
listen.
money. Or you know what I mean? Like there was so many
witnesses.
Baby, there was so many acceptable lies that it's a very gray area for children growing up in that.
Shouts out to them two older women that knew I was lying, and then I had to laugh in your faces. I didn't have a call for like 4 hours. My next client wasn't until 10:30. Y'all came at 9, and I said I'm on a call. I didn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, it's so funny. Lead them jobs, they be actually spitting knowledge. Don't do them dirty.
They be spitting knowledge. If you want to spit knowledge, spit wisdom. Because what they do is do not spit all information.
Well,
we're gonna talk about the 144,000.
The ears of the beholder.
You want to talk about the 144,000 that they've been talking about? Ain't got shit to do with who we are today.
Mm-hmm. It do.
144,000 had to do with the 12 tribes. And the abolishment of the 13th tribe, which came in and destroyed all 12 tribes.
Okay, y'all. So this is where our views split. Because I can't.
And as a result, the Noah commandment, when they was decided to say take 2 of everything, part of the 12 tribe and the commandments were to say make sure that everybody from those tribes are on that boat. It didn't happen.
How not? How not?
Why don't we like each other?
The tribes so maybe my understanding is different, but the 12 tribes came from people who were born from the seed of Noah. There was no tribes on the boat but Noah and his family.
There were tribes well before that.
No. But the 12 tribes we read about in the Bible are the 12 tribes that came from Abraham and Sarah's kid. That
Reuben and them, right?
No.
Reuben, Dan.
These are the people who made the chiefs of the tribes, but they weren't. This is what I'm saying. That happens after Noah, so they weren't.
12 tribes. I'm going to tell you the 12 tribes.
I know it's Reuben, Gad, Dan, Levi. Oh shit. Judah. Judah. Oh, that's 5. I know this.
You're doing good.
I know this.
Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gasher, Asher, Issachar, Nebulon, Joseph, or Ephraim, or Manasseh, and Benjamin. Yeah. Now, why are those all important? And I'm agreeing with you, but thus where we split and become divisive is when God said the ordinance by which you believe based on the tribe that you're derived from is how you're going to abide your life. If you look at the 12 tribes, do you think I'm joking? It's the same way you look at a lot of the ordinances based on the names.
No,
and names, go ahead.
No, I get that. No, I was just saying I get that. Go ahead. We're still on the same page.
The reason why the 12 tribes are very important is if you don't really follow the 12 tribes, the real 12 tribes, we all know Reuben was not a name when we deal with like Babylon, right? I pray y'all know that. I hope.
The same way most the meaning was not the name. It's the meaning, right?
I would hope, but the meaning behind it. But if you really take the time and look up all meanings of the name that you're dealing with, they all will create a symbol of a story that you're created to follow. The point of reference where you're following is the point of where the name begins.
Right. And so here's what ends up happening. It gets disoriented because when people get angry, they become biased. And when they become biased, they say that my way is the way that's more prevalent than the way of truth. Which is where they get just the ordinance of 144,000, and they only think that, only these style of people can go in 144,000 and not the totality of the tribes that exist. So where we was split before is that Jehovah's Witnesses believe that the 144,000 are going to go to heaven. But there is a kingdom on earth, thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven, that all of the rest of the tribes are going to inherit. So if my memory serves me correctly, the tribes were birthed of the descendants from Jacob and Esau. Right? And so you got the 12 tribes, and then you get to Deuteronomy, and he says, Israel, my people, this is what's going to happen to you if you don't do what I told you to do in those commandments. And it pretty much details the Atlantic slave trade from there. So we weren't abolished and diminished. We was just split the fuck up.
No, no. Because now we have to consider the Crusades. We always have this idea that the Crusades began during a certain Roman period. Henry, what was it, Henry the Sixth?
One of the Henrys. One of
them Henrys. There's been a lot of lineages of Henrys. One of them Henrys, but we don't really take into account that monotheism started on the 13th tribe. The 13th. Do you know about the 13th tribe? You remember hearing about them?
I do.
When they came from came from India, but then got sent over to. They were part of the Jewish.
The Amalek and the Gnostics. But
them motherfuckers. And I'm not. And I want you to be very clear. We are not being anti-Semitic here. This is not where we're going.
I can't be anti myself, so I don't know what. Yeah, I can't.
am a part of this whole community, but what we are saying is that our foundation is based on a new beginning that allows us to say we, sapien, women, breath of life.
That way. The other way.
Oh, breath of life. Masculine definition. We're able to come together and as a result define and birth new being with the understanding that the old will begin and the new will then begin again. That's all we're saying. So in case you decide to believe that we do not follow the full Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, no, we don't follow that. You're highly mistaken. What we do is we follow reverence to where we've come from.
Right.
We have not cast aspersion, and we will never,
absolutely,
ever.
We're just doing a little fact checking in the Bible. We are okay. And we
are absolutely fine because at the book of Lamentations begins the book of sorrow. And we all are born to become where we are today, which is skeptics, which is being able to have these conversations, which is not bearing offense, which is understanding that at this point she's going this or she's going this way and I'm going this way. But guess what? We have the same source of refuge.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that note, I think we've given enough.
I'm going to bed. We got 6 a.m. meditation.
Baby.
Y'all, check out more. And I'm going to post this as soon as we're done.
I'm stressed out thinking about 6 a.m. Go ahead.
I know. Check out More Water Meditation 6 a.m. I'm going to post the link on Chestnut Checkers. We've had such an enjoyable time with y'all. We've talked about a lot of stuff. We were able to be very transparent. We were able to be very open and be very honest with you guys about who we are. And the most thing that's important, we are foundational on love.
Absolutely.
Non-judgment, non-hate. We love.
That.
And if you can't do that, you got no place here.
Right. On that note, and on the note of just being beneficial, we have our good friend Precious up in New Jersey, whose club is doing their Christmas toy drive for the people who are underprivileged and could use y'all's help. Please send any cash donations to #Simple Phases. All of the sponsors of the different clubs in their society, trying to get y'all to donate things for, families that want to be able to give more to their children, even though their paychecks don't always match their heart. So please, please, please give, donate. We got another month basically before they stop taking donations. So anything that y'all can do to help would be wonderful.
I'm gonna donate again.
Word, me too, because that's what we do, and that's what we love to do. Because helping is like one of the things I learned from the Bible more than anything, and from Christmas time, is it's always better to give than to receive.
Man, listen, it's a beautiful.
Always. It is.
I love it. I love it.
My kids are. We clean out closets. We clean out toy boxes. We're gonna give to the less fortunate and make room for the new, because I think a lot of people don't understand the importance of that. How we started off this episode talking about, this man versus woman, culture that we see nowadays. Like y'all you're carrying about so much old stuff that you're not making room to grow and learn and do new things. And it's just time to let that shit go.
Yeah, because I choose to work on my birthday, and we all could take off. I try to bless somebody. I'm not gonna always go out and buy everything, but I got enough good stuff, around this house to where, this year I blessed somebody with a suit. It was a tailored suit that was made. Um, I was able to say, okay, he can kind of fit, the aesthetic profile, and he took that suit, and I was able to put him in a hotel to where they had the finest of soap and blah blah
Yeah,
blah blah, blah for him.
absolutely.
Of course, it was something that I probably would go to just over overstay, but to him it meant something.
Absolutely.
And I challenge anybody to give somebody a portion of what you would want to receive. If we can leave with that thought, not of what you want to give, but give us somebody a portion of what you want to receive. If you want $1 billion, sow into somebody's life as if you believe in them that they're going to invest in you. You gotta sell yourself out and support. That's what we're here for. That's why I call Miss Woodward mom. That's why I call Telvin Jackson as if I know him. And I shout out Lavania. And I love these people. I love this woman authentically.
Love you too.
And we do this for a reason, y'all. And we're going to show you all the truth about what it is to love, be respectful, be genuine, be honest, and it not impede on your life.
Absolutely.
Chess, not checkers. I am William Alexander, Scarf Boy. I am also the Black MacGyver, the Fixer, and also I have my. I saw the fake smile. You was concerned. The wonderful Kristen Rare Sense Wilson, the finder of all things great, all things magical, and she's such a beautiful joy to this entire world. We thank you guys. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving. Are we going to be on Wednesday before Thanksgiving? Because I know that's like pre-prep with food.
So this is what I was about to say, because for real, I cook every year for my family. So
yeah, are we going to do like a live, like module style, like what the fuck are we doing right now?
I could do that. We could go live on instead of having to be up here in my setup, because then I can be downstairs.
Are you going to have like a flower power handprint on like a sleeve or something?
You're so funny. Maybe it depends on what I'm making.
Of like some beef loin.
Oh, yes, funny. No, I'm making. Look, we got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. Yes, it's popping. But it's popping over here. But every year outside of the traditional stuff, I always make a rasta pasta and I always make a lasagna. So, yeah.
Oh, I might be down. Yo, I actually might be down in Georgia.
Come through.
My cousin Trina or Pauletta's is down there, and I might end up being down there. And Thanksgiving, you might mess around and have a whole. Won't you please? Y'all gonna see the truth about how we are. I love talking so you realize that
he little. Look, he little, but he's big on love, and that's why I love him. And it's gonna be great. So we are gonna go live on Thursday as opposed to coming on here. So please catch us on IG next Wednesday, not Thursday.
Surprise you.
I'll be here. Look, I'm off on Wednesday too. I will be here at the house cooking all day, so I don't have to get up. Okay, so y'all, in my house it's weird. Everybody says that on Thanksgiving they starve until food, but I didn't grow up like that. Like we always got a big breakfast on Thanksgiving. We didn't get. Yeah, we didn't get a lunch, but we always get a breakfast and then we get a dinner. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not cooking. I'm not cooking to be eating dinner at 2 p.m. Like we still have dinner at dinner time on Thanksgiving because we eat breakfast. I make quiche every year.
Oh, do you?
Every year I make it because I'm already making pie, so I might as well just chop up some ham and some.
I'm coming down there.
Look, I make quiche every Thanksgiving for breakfast, and then we have our big dinner at dinner time.
Like long car rides. When my cousin is driving, I might be in the back seat with him, just being like, you know what, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna meet my I'm gonna physically hug my co-host. This is
I'm
gonna
gonna give you an Ayala hug. You not ready? Don't cry on me.
You not ready. You not ready. You listen.
It's gonna be super fun.
Always begin. I'll have you singing your worst hymnal.
Hey, look.
Y'all, we be talking shit. I thought we were recorded. We're unsettled, y'all. We are Chestnut Checkers. We love y'all. Make sure you continue to like and subscribe. New things always coming in store. New conversations, new people. We love y'all. Have a good night.
Good night, y'all.
Bless.
Blessings.